everybody and welcome back to my channel. My name is Carla if you are new here. And today I am sharing with you week 7 results of my postpartum mental health and weight loss journey. If you are new here and you want to catch up on each of the weeks and my recap and results for each week, please, I'll leave the yoke up in one of these corners. One of these days I'm going to figure out which corner that is, but today is not that day. And today I am going to be going through my results, my feelings and my observations for this week, this past week. If you caught last week's results, I didn't share with you my actual weigh-in result. And the reason being that I had a bit of a dodgy stomach for that week, and I didn't want to share anything that was going to be triggering or, because actually I thought it was a false reading. And I wanted to give myself an extra week where I was feeling better to ensure that the result that I had was not due to having a dodgy stomach, and that it balanced out basically as we went. So overall, in the last 2 weeks, I have now lost 6.1 pounds, which I am delighted with. That's a great result. I'm really happy with it over 2 weeks. And that's pretty much all I have to say about that. I seem to have been continuously losing now since I started this over the last 7 weeks, in and around the 2 pounds, 2.5 pounds each week, up to 3 pounds sometimes, and 4, I think it was 4 or 6 on my first week or something like that. So overall, I now only have 16.5 pounds to lose to reach my original goal weight, which is 147 pounds. I reached that in March of last year, and it is the weight that I felt most comfortable in my body. So with only 16.5 to go, I'm really, really chuffed. I'm really excited. It actually just doesn't seem, it's just like, oh, okay, that's all I have to lose now. It's so funny. And that actually is bringing me to my feelings for this week. And my feeling is motivated. And it's not motivated by anything in particular except in myself. I am motivated and inspired by myself, which is just the most wonderful feeling, honestly. It comes when I do the actions repeatedly every single day and they give me the results that I want. It just shows that I am capable of doing this, and it reinforces in me that I am on the right path for me. I have an expression, if you have followed me for a long time, and it's stay in my own lane. And the reason of that is, in the past, especially at the start of my weight loss journey, I would compare my weight loss to other people, or I would try to match somebody or beat somebody else's weight loss. And I realized that every single time that I did that, the universe, or whatever is your belief or whatever you want to call it, basically slapped me across the face and said, nope, you don't get to decide that. You don't get to compare yourself to other people. And my result for that week would be negative, or less than I would hope, or I wouldn't achieve what I was hoping to achieve. For example, I really wanted to lose, I think it was when I was coming up to my 2nd stone in weight loss at the very, very start, and I had 4 pounds to lose or something like that. And I wanted to be the first woman to lose 2 stone, and I wanted to beat somebody else. I wanted to have a better result than another person. And when I did that, I think I lost like half a pound that week, and I was like, okay, right, well. So for me, staying in my lane is so important to me and for everybody else, because everybody loses weight at completely different rates. We are all made of completely different bodies. So not comparing myself to other people has really reinforced in me that I'm only in control of what I put into my body. I can't control what anybody else is doing around me, and therefore I'm not going to. I'm just going to put my blinders on as if I'm a horse and keep going down my straight and narrow because it's working for me. So motivated by myself is the most wonderful feeling that I have. And you can probably tell, like, I have a bit of pep in my step today. Like, I'm really feeling really good. In terms of observations that I've noticed this week is that I really have to say the scales has started to just mean nothing to me again. It's just a number. And that is one of the most freeing feelings ever. It's just like, oh, okay, that's some data there. But because I have this incredible wardrobe of clothes that I want to get back into, those are my yardsticks more so now than the scales, because they are what's inspiring me and motivating me, as well as the mental health feelings and wanting to feel really good in myself. The clothes, for me, fashion and style is really important, and I really love the idea of looking the way I want to for the first time in my whole life. You know, like I was overweight my whole life. I only got a very small glimpse before I got pregnant of wearing my like goal wardrobe. So I want to feel that way again. And fashion has been something that has been in me intrinsic my whole life. I have a background in fashion. I have a degree in retail management in business. I was a personal stylist, and I've spent my whole life helping other people to look the way they wanted to do. Not my whole life, because the last 10 years I was in a very different career. But anyway, that's not really focus. But I've spent a long time helping people to look the way that they want to and express themselves through fashion. And it's something that I have never been able to do. So I have this incredible wardrobe that is actually my yardstick. They're my scales. They're showing me, because if I see that I lose 3 pounds, I'm like, okay, that's amazing that I lose 3 pounds. But does my skirt zip up the full way? That's what's important. That's what's having that impact for me. That's what's giving me the motivation and the feeling. Do these pants look better on me? Am I able to close that jacket for the first time? That's what's motivating me. And the scales is just like, okay, yeah, like, okay, so I lost 3 pounds. Well, what does that translate to in real life? And that's something that I always talk about. I've talked about it in my how I measured my weight loss besides the scales video, which I'll leave linked up here as well if you guys haven't checked that out. But the scales is just a number. It just doesn't, like, that's great. Okay, you lost 3 pounds. Well, what does that mean in your life? Like, 3 pounds is a fantastic result, but it's what it translates to into your real life. That's what's so important. And this weekend, I took a chance and I decided to try on a skirt that I have not been able to wear since I was in around January, February last year. And I was probably about 20 pounds, 15, 10 pounds away from goal weight. And it's my biggest item within my goal wardrobe, if you will. Basically, I spent a lot of money filling that wardrobe. And I keep pointing here because it's in that room. There. I decided I'm just going to take a risk. I was going into town with my partner. I just was like, I'm just going to try it on. I'm just going to see whether it fits. I'm just going to go for it. And it fit. It fit. And I'll leave a photo here on this side. Sorry, I have like a reflection of what I'm seeing here. I'll leave a video on this side of me wearing it. And you know what, and the top, the polo neck as well, that fit again. It just makes me feel really good. It makes me feel really, really happy to express myself through fashion once more. I love it. I absolutely love fashion. Like, this is something brand new that I'm wearing that I probably could have gotten in a smaller size, but I kind of liked the oversized feel of it. And guys, like, that is just, it's what translates into real life. That's what's so important. And the final thing I wanted to talk about with you guys today is that today, which is the 27th of April, is the start of Body Slims again. And if you haven't followed me for a long time, or you don't know what Body Slims is, I'll leave a link down below to their website and maybe to the video that I made about Body Slims. And it's the program, what I call my roadmap to weight loss. And that is starting again today. It goes in cycles, 10 weeks, 3 times a year. You can do 1 cycle, you can do 10. I did 4 to lose the 183 pounds. And I'm doing this one now just to keep me focused in my roadmap with my last 16.5 pounds to lose. I'm so chuffed. I'm really excited to be part of the Body Slims family again, because it really does feel like a family, and they very kindly have gifted me this cycle as well in exchange for actually some recipes that I'm doing on the platform that will be available for the vegans out there, which is really exciting. So if you want to have more information about Body Slims, but I just wanted to say that, like, this to me now seems like a line in the sand. Like, I am now fully 100% gung-ho committed to losing that last 16.5 pounds and just to continuing to feel this good in myself. I definitely want to work on building my confidence again in the way I feel about the way I look, which I know is a bit not controversial. It's a bit convoluted maybe. I still haven't 100% got back to feeling confident in the way my body looks, and it has changed so much over the last 2 years. Like, it's lost 183 pounds, it grew a human, and now it's losing weight again. And you know, it's been cut open to take my baby out. Like, my body's been through a lot. There's a lot of loose skin going on. There's a lot of things going on. There's a lot of, like, probably still a little bit of swelling even. So I just want to really focus on my confidence in myself and in my style as I go out into the world. Because when I had my goal wardrobe last year, we were still in lockdown. So, you know, we were only really able to go out and meet people like in the park or something like that. And then I was pregnant. So, you know, that was kind of it. So I haven't really been going out and showing it except my style, except on online, which has been fantastic. But it's just something, it's another step that I just want to work on my confidence with. Guys, I am going to leave it here for this video. I have been rabbiting on for 13 minutes. I will try and edit this down a little bit for you. I really, really appreciate you guys continuing to watch these videos and stick with them. It really helps out my channel every time you guys like it. If you share a video, if you comment down below, turn on the notifications so you never miss a video from me. If you've made it this far, please leave me a leopard emoji down in the comments for my lovely shirt, my lovely satin shirt. And guys, I will see you next week with week 8, which will be the first week of Body Slim's results. So I'm excited to see. I don't expect a massive difference in my weight loss between this week and last week, but hoping that it continues to help with my head, because that's kind of why I'm doing it. So guys, I will love you and leave you, and I will talk to you next week. That's my cat, by the way, if you hear it in the background. For a long time, and there's dogs. We're in an estate. Bear with me.